What's going on there, YouTube? Bearded Vaping Guy back here with you. I, of course, am the Bearded Vaping Guy. I hope everybody had a good week. This is meant to do this vlog yesterday, Friday, but got tied up with some, well, not really tied up, but had some friends over and had a good time with them. And before I know it, it got late, so I wasn't able to sleep right yet. So I figured I would go ahead and do the vlog that I was supposed to do yesterday. Hope everybody's doing alright. Hope the week was good to you. Let me have another vape. But yeah, figured I'd go ahead and do the vlog. Got a couple of things to talk about, a few minor, things. Gonna be in tonight's short vlog. Gonna be looking at of course, a e-juice, my last e-juice from my sample box from December. A couple other, maybe one or two other things that I'm gonna show you and talk to you about. So let's get into it. All through the month of December, I went right before December began and got some Kanthal wire and made a .21 build that I kept in my Doge for the whole month of December. I just never went and got any more Kanthal, I guess because I wasn't able to get back to my vape shop to get more Kanthal, and it lasted for a good while. Well, I was looking for Kanthal wire the other day, and I got on eBay and ran across a good deal for Kanthal wire. Of course, I am a fan so far of 24 gauge. I like building with 24 gauge. It's just a personal preference. Now, you may like to build, some people may like to build with 30, 28, 26, and 22, and whatever may have you, but I just like 24 gauge. That's what I started out with, and that's what I'm continued building with. I like the thickness of it, and I think it holds well together. So while I was on eBay looking through these different style rolls of Kanthal, and of course there are 1,000,000,001 different companies out there that sell Kanthal wire, but this that I ran upon, because when I build a coil, I like to try to use the coil for a couple of weeks before I rebuild another coil. So, but anyway, the company I ran across was called Atomizer Wick. This is their card, as you can see right there. And atomizerwick.com, and got on there and got a 25-foot roll of Kanthal A1 wire, 24 gauge. There's, of course, it comes in a nice little bag, came in a package. I think their labeling is interesting. But anyway, so for 25 foot of 24 gauge A1 Kanthal wire, it only cost me $4.70, and it was $0 on the shipping and handling from eBay, and I thought that was a great deal. 25 foot will last me for a good little while. The most I ever build is dual coils. I tried building a quad coil one time, and it just didn't work. And excuse me, but anyway, it just didn't work for me. So for now, I'm just going to stick to dual coils. So 25 foot of this Kanthal wire will last me a while. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Thought it was a good deal for Kanthal. If you're into RVAs and stuff and rebuilding your own coils, you know how fast Kanthal can go. So 25 foot will last me a while, and I thought $4.70 for a good Kanthal was really good. So I rebuilt another coil last night. This one comes out 6 wraps, dual coil, 6 wraps. So 24 gauge came out for me on my own reader was at .24. So my sweet spot, I think, is from .24 to .21. That's my favorite. Anything lower than that is okay, but I just hate how quickly on my Nemesis, how quickly it just drains the battery. That's what I'm hoping to. Hopefully for my birthday, I'll get a I get a box mod, maybe be able to use my 18650s will last longer. Right now on this Nemesis, depending on how much I vape, I get about maybe 2 hours of life out of them. When I'm rebuilding coils though, and dry burning the coils to press them together and stuff, the battery will drain within 15 minutes. So I mean, I enjoy the mechanical mod and everything, but I would like to get a box mod. So hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll have me a box mod, so we'll see. And as I just said, my birthday is on the 26th this month. I'll be 25 years old. And yeah, I know I look probably older than that, but you know, I'll finally be 25 and almost 30. It's kind of scary. But anyway, anyhow, so tonight, you gotta love it when you have a freshly charged battery and a new build, new cotton in, because I mean, you just shunt clouds when you rebuild. As I said, no Dish Network, I'm not going to pay you because your logo appeared in my video. Anyway, tonight, like I said, I also got a bit of a juice review tonight as well. I'm going to be talking about this stuff right here. This is called Bat Country, and I'll look at the label a little bit better in a second. But it is Bat Country. It was one of the last juices from my December sample box. So let's talk about this. Bat Country comes from Banzai Vapor. As you may recall, I did the Milk Plus, I think it was last week. But they sent me a double bottle in the December box, another one from Banzai Vapor. So let's look at the labeling right quick. The labeling to me is pretty interesting looking. It looks like I guess for the lack of better terms, it almost looks like a graffiti type thing. And whenever I see Bat Country, for some reason I start thinking of Avenged Sevenfold, the song Bat Country. I don't know if anybody else knows that song. But yeah, that used to be one of my favorite songs. But anyhow, enough rambling on. Let's look at this labeling. So, as you can see, it's got Bat Country written there in red. You got the Banzai Vapors there, and it's pretty interesting. It's like a wild and crazy design on the bottle. It's a pretty neat looking bottle. Of course, you got your warnings there. Let me look. 3 milligrams. And yes, right there, shake well before use. It's got a warning. Product may contain nicotine. Banzai Vapor. Kind of a brownish, like a light amber color looking juice. Let's go over to Zamplebox.com. At Zamplebox.com, like I always say, they have a flavor Bible, and we will look up Bat Country. It says, part of Banzai's dripping line, Bat Country is a psychedelic adventure sure to take your tongue on a tasty trip. Can't stop here. This is Bat Country. Note, this is a 20 PG 80 VG blend. It is designed for dripping, so that answers that. It's a 20 PG 80 VG mix. So designed for dripping. It's going to be a thicker juice, as you can tell. You can see inside that bottle when I turn it up how thick it looks. But yeah, I've been vaping on it a few days, so I'll give you my impressions on it. Vape on it right quick. Tell you what I'm tasting. Again, on my Doge and my Nemesis. Obviously, with that 80 PG, 80 VG, 20 PG, it's gonna do wonders for dripping. Plus, being on this Doge competition Doge, this is not the V2. This is the original Doge. So you'll get good cloud production. To me, this is a simple taste. If you chewed any gum coming up, chewing gum, one of my favorites coming up, and still today one of my favorite chewing gums is Juicy Fruit. Of course, in the little yellow package, Juicy Fruit gum. That is exactly what I taste in backcountry. I taste Juicy Fruit bubblegum. Not so much the gum aspect of it, but more of the flavor of the Juicy Fruit, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, it's just it makes my mouth water, and it tastes like Juicy Fruit bubblegum to me. So, I mean, it's very simple, but it tastes spot on, like I said, of Juicy Fruit bubblegum. Let's look at these clouds again. Oop, I want to do that. There's a tip for you right quick. When your air holes are on the side like this, on like most RDAs, you want to make sure you got them pointing away from your face, because as a friend of mine learned last week, who wanted to take a hit off my RDA, had the air hole pointed against his face, and hot e-liquid coming off those coils are really hot, so if it pops you in the face, it's like getting popped with grease. So yeah, make sure your air holes are pointing away from your face. Thick, beautiful, white, puffy, lustrous clouds. Love that. So great cloud production, great taste. If you love Juicy Fruit bubblegum, you'll love backcountry. Let me give you a price. According to Sample Box, for 30 milliliters is $19.99. So I will look up where you can get backcountry, and I will link that in the video. So 0 to 5, 0 being I hate it, 5 being I love it. Taste, 5, I love Juicy Fruit bubblegum. The bottling, as you've seen, was pretty interesting looking, so I'm going to give them a 5 on that. It was heat shrink sealed, so I'm going to give them a 5 on that. And it's got a nice squeezy dripper, so 5, and overall a 5-star juice. I know I sound a bit biased, I guess, when it comes to the Sample Box juices, but they just really send me some great stuff. Like I said, if you get on there on Sample Box and you follow the flavor profile stuff and create a flavor profile, they haven't sent me a juice yet, maybe one that I didn't like. All the rest of them were pretty good, and I enjoyed vaping them. So anyway, that was the juice review. Backcountry 5-star juice, tastes like Juicy Fruit, neat bottle, and it blows the clouds. Oh yeah, gets mighty foggy in here. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that review, and hope you go out and get you a bottle of Backcountry. Now, we've talked about this Kanthal that I got. We've talked about the Backcountry. Got this in today in the mail, and sample box from January. So we will look at this next week and see what came in it. Yeah, we'll look at the sample box for January next week. Supposed to be getting some more stuff from my brick and mortar store, Victorious Vapors. They have came out with another line besides the 2 that I've already looked at. So I'm going to look at that one for you guys in the upcoming videos. I'm also going to continue to explore the juices in their dripping line and premium line. So hopefully that'll be included in next week. Hopefully I will be able to run this weekend up there. I was not feeling great this week. As you can tell by the lack of videos, I normally do 3. This is my second one, and I turned this into a 2-part blog / review. But something came over me, and I apologize. But I do want to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel recently. Thank you so much. I enjoy doing these videos. I hope you enjoy watching them. I try to be a little bit entertaining, so it's not completely boring. So I hope you enjoy it. And like I said, if you watch long enough, you'll see me make a mistake and get popped by hot grease or something. That's always fun. Excuse me. Okay, everybody. Last week I had a good amount of response to the video I did on how to clean your mechanical mod. I'm gonna try to start doing videos like that once a week or once every 2 weeks. Just a how-to video or tip video. Like I wouldn't mind doing a video where I try to build a coil in front of the camera. Um, I'm still getting, like I said, I'm still fairly new to coil building. So when I get a little bit better at that and I can do it without knocking stuff over and feel comfortable about building in front of the camera, I'm going to do a coil build. And yeah, so be looking forward to that. So just to again review all that I have said so far: backcountry juice from Banzai Vapor. This Atomizer wick Kanthal wire is great stuff. It's fairly cheap but good wire. Yeah, so like I also said, I got my sample box in for January. We'll be looking at that next week, and hopefully I will have some more from Victoria's Vapors to show you my local brick and mortar store. If there's anything I can review for you that you would like to get my impressions on, that I will be able to get my hands on, let me know. I'd be, I want to try to do some more hardware reviews. I know I do a ton of juice reviews, but I enjoy doing the juice reviews. I enjoy just interacting with people. And yeah, I hope to be able to do more hardware reviews. I know it might get kind of boring occasionally from doing juice reviews, but that's just what I got for now. If anybody can give me a suggestion on something you'd like to see me review or do a video on, I'd be glad to hear it. Leave it in the comments section below. So let's wrap this up. Okay. I, of course, am the Bearded Vaping Guy, and remember to follow and join Casaa as well. Follow their calls to action and fight for your vaping rights. Go subscribe to Example Box, and if you would be so kind as to subscribe to my channel, share the videos, comment if you would like, any questions or anything like that, I would be happy to answer them. And follow me if you'd like on all the social media, from Facebook, Twitter to Instagram. I'm on there. And yeah, hope you have a good weekend, and thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it, and hope everybody again has a good weekend and that it treats you well. Let's have a pre-vape before I leave vape. The clouds from that bad country Batman are absolutely phenomenal. But remember, this week, sit down, enjoy yourself, and if you get a chance, sit down, relax. And have yourself a vape.